I'm remembering the words of the late Cardinal George as he was addressing a bunch of donors at this who were there for a big fundraising event, and he said, "The poor need you to pull them out of poverty, and you need the poor to keep you out of hell." Mother Teresa had the five-fingered prayer, right? You did it to me. That what we do to the people around us, especially the least, the most vulnerable, we do to Jesus. And whether we recognize it or not, even those most annoying people, trying not to look at anyone in particular, even those most annoying people, our encounter with them is an encounter with the living God. And what we do to them, we do to Jesus. It also brings me to think very often we speak to ourselves in ways we would never dare talk to another person, right? How do we speak to ourselves, we who also are children of God? Do we respect the sacred dignity in each one of ourselves when we look in the mirror? So in the first reading and in the gospel we hear, these are the ways we're supposed to act. Be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy. You shall not steal, you shall not lie, you shall not speak falsely of another. That these are the ways we're supposed to act. Love your neighbor as yourself, which is the last line of the first reading. And a lot of times, this can seem kind of hard. It can be heavy. It can say, like, to follow God's law is such a burden. But what struck me was actually in the psalm. And too often, I think we hear the psalms and we skip over them. It's just like, okay, we do the response and all this stuff. The law of the Lord is perfect, refreshing the soul. That to follow the law of the Lord isn't some heavy burden that tires us out, but it refreshes us. The decree of the Lord is trustworthy, giving wisdom to the simple. Gives us wisdom to be able to recognize how God is moving in our lives. The precepts of the Lord are right. They weigh us down. No, rejoicing the heart, that it's a place of rejoicing. The command of the Lord is clear, enlightening the eye. What is the response that we said today? Your words, Lord, are spirit and life. Gives us life. And too often what is it's like, okay, we have to go to church and listen to Father Vaughn again. Maybe if I listen to him over and over and over again, God will be able to say, you've done your purgatory already. You can go right into heaven. But to come and encounter our Lord in the Blessed Sacrament, in His sacred word, to strive to follow Him, yes, is hard because of our concupiscence, because of our disordered desires, our attachments to the world. But by following Him, it breaks us free and gives us life. May we truly look upon our Lord as the Lord and giver of life, as the one in whom we are refreshed, and the one who gives us the words of everlasting life.